this video, we're going over Ash Ketchum's best Pokemon of every type. I'll be looking at their win record and overall strength while also looking at how each Pokemon represents their coherent type. Of course, I'm ignoring the game logic since this is targeted at Ash Ketchum from the Pokemon anime. Starting off with all the types, we have the normal type. Over the years, Ash has caught many normal type Pokemon. Some of the more notable ones, however, are Tauros, Swellow, Snorlax, Staraptor, and Noctowl. Except I have to pick the best Pokemon of this type, which ultimately comes down to the win rates. The highest win rate by far is Snorlax with the whopping 73% win ratio. The second two being Swellow and Noctowl, both having 60% win rates. Snorlax is my choice because of how beastly and overpowered this Pokemon really is. At one point, Snorlax even used 6 moves in one battle. People talk about how Go uses hacks to catch Pokemon in one try with normal Pokeballs, but Ash has been using hacks even before Go existed. Of course, Snorlax also represents the pure normal type as its design is pretty normal, at least in my opinion. So Snorlax being very broken and representative of its type made me choose it over Ash's other normal types. Continuing the list with the fire types. Oh, well, now I'm realizing whatever I'm gonna choose is gonna be really controversial. Let's start out with the honorable mentions that almost made the cut. Incineroar, a great Pokemon and an even greater story. Sadly, we didn't get to see the full power of Incineroar after it evolved. Lastly, Talonflame, overall a great Pokemon with a decent win record. However, the Pokemon that takes this spot is just a bit better. Now we have the boss battle between Charizard and Infernape. I'm just gonna say both of these Pokemon equally deserve this spot, and don't let my opinion change yours. Although at this point, arguments in the comments are inevitable. The best fire type owned by Ash is Infernape. But why Infernape over Charizard? The biggest answer is the win ratio. Infernape's overall win rate is 83% compared to Charizard's 65% win rate according to this graph. I will say though, I think Charizard better represents fire typing. However, this video is Ash's best Pokemon of every type, so with that knowledge, who do you think is better? The Pokemon with 83% win rate or the 65% win rate? Sure, Charizard may have taken down a legendary Pokemon like Articuno, except what did you expect? It's a fire type versus ice type. I'm not saying Charizard is bad, all I'm saying is judging by statistics, Infernape is just a better battler in terms of winning matches. But that's not all Infernape is known for. I also think Infernape has an amazing story, starting from a scared Pokemon led by an abusive trainer who only sees Pokemon as tools in battles, to be abandoned and claimed by our boy to become arguably Ash's strongest Pokemon yet. Diving into the water types, I think we all know who's getting this spot. Although Dracovish is looking to be a close second because of its power it has, and the other water types aren't super developed, which only leads us to the very best water type Pokemon. This Pokemon is Palpitoad. It's never lost a battle and it has the best moves out of any other Pokemon. Its awesome-like design allows it to dodge any attack, and on top of that, it has no weakness. Palpitoad deserves to be on this list, no doubt about it, and ooh, I got all you Greninja fans. You really thought I put Palpitoad over Greninja? Of course not, that's a crime. There are many reasons Greninja is the best water type that Ash owns, and they're all good. The most obvious being Greninja having the second highest win record of 80%, only behind Infernape. Another reason is the awesome story of Greninja in the XY series. The bond phenomenon really carries this story to a whole other level. It turns a good Pokemon into a great Pokemon. Even each battle Greninja was in made everything so much more enjoyable to watch. I love seeing both Greninja and Ash practice and train on their transformation to Ash Greninja. Everything about this Pokemon is just awesome, and that's why he takes this spot. Another typing, Ash had many prominent Pokemon: Bulbasaur, Bayleaf, Torterra, Lavenny, Snivy, and Rowlet. Sceptile, however, takes the cake. I think Bulbasaur also could work at this spot because of the win record as it's 56%, but I think Sceptile is a lot more situational and well-rounded Pokemon. Not to mention the takedown of Darkrai in the Sinnoh League. weak. Both can work though. Sceptile's personality also helps it stand out amongst the crowd with the cool twig and the kind of smug attitude. It really looks like it doesn't give a crap about anything, and I love that. Easily the easiest choice I made during the picking, Pikachu is the best and only electric type of the video. Although I know Pikachu can't be replaced, I really hope Ash catches another electric type because it feels a little empty here, and that would be really cool to see. Nonetheless, Pikachu is Ash's best friend and a great battler. With over 100 battles, Pikachu still holds a consistent 60% win rate. It's also the most recognizable Pokemon. You can show this to about anyone and they'll know who this is. I'd also keep Pikachu if there was another electric type with an OP win rate because nothing beats Pikachu. Ice types with almost no competition. There's only Glalie and Lapras to choose from. Lapras is pretty hard to rank because it only had one actual battle that it tied to, while Glalie on the other hand had many battles. By many, I only mean like 9, but that's pretty darn good for an Ash Pokemon, especially since it has a win rate of 57%, which isn't all that bad. Glalie is also a pure ice type compared to Lapras, who for the most part looks only like a water type, and it fits in perfect with being the best ice type Pokemon. Oh boy, the fighting type was a fun one. Since I already chose Infernape to be the best fire type Pokemon, that one is off the list. Ash's other fighting type Pokemon are Sirfetch'd, Hawlucha, Scraggy, Heracross, Primeape, and who else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, Lucario. This one is hard because these options are tough and all could work for different reasons. Hawlucha and Primeape would be my first choices, but then I thought harder and I knew who was gonna be Ash's best fighting type. If you picked Lucario, then you're correct. This bad boy or girl, I don't really know, is the most optimal choice in my opinion. Like I said, Hawlucha and Primeape are great for this spot, but they lack the noticeability of Lucario. Lucario's win rate isn't the greatest, but that's okay since most of the defeats came from it being a Riolu. And remember, this isn't just me ranking the Pokemon on their win rate alone. It's also about the Pokemon representing their corresponding type. I think Lucario is representing the fighting type the best because of how easily identifiable it is. Overall, Lucario is just a great Pokemon that takes the best fighting type of Ash's Mons, plain and simple. The poison types were pretty easy for me to decide because it was either a giant glob of poison or a poison dragon. As much as the giant poison glob is better suited for its type, the poison dragon is a lot stronger if we're looking at stats. So I think Naganadel wins this round as it's a poison type and really good. I'm also biased since Naganadel isn't a lowland Pokemon and I love Sun and Moon. It just had to be here. Ground types are an interesting typing because all are decent, such as Donphan, Gible, Torterra, Crocodile, Palpitoad, and Gliscor. Gible would probably be number 1 if it evolved, but since it stayed a Gible, I can't rank it any higher. Crocodile is likely the best Pokemon here in terms of battling, but there's another place it deserves more rather than here. So the real winner is Gliscor, and when I was creating this list, I knew I had to include Gliscor somehow, and believe it or not, for the longest time, I didn't know Gliscor was a ground type. I always thought it looked poison. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, I still think it represents its typing nicely because of how awesome of a battler and Pokemon Gliscor is. Gliscor has an average win rate of 50%, but an amazing story we can't forget. Hey, that rhymes. Seriously, Gliscor wasn't all great when it started out, but it had hopes and dreams to become better and stronger, and with just a few adjustments and a lot of episodes later, Gliscor returned in an astonishing fashion. Not really, it just kind of flew back, but it was really cool to see the development and growth from a scared Gligar to a Chad Gliscor. There are some good flying types out there, but who is the best? Well, I think I've got that answered. Well, we all know the fact is, and pheasant is the greatest bird of all time. But hold up, it's not the greatest flying type of all time. See what I did there? Now here's the thing, Swallow could work here. I mean, it's got a 60% win ratio, and it looks like a bird you would see outside your window. However, Noctowl would also work because it's a shiny, which makes it elegant, and it has a 60% win ratio, while at the same time remaining a bird type. The remaining bird and the best bird type of Ash's Pokemon is Staraptor, and the fact is, Staraptor has fought many battles and still kept a 50% win record all throughout Sinnoh. It also represents Ash because both are brave and caring, who also can fight, well-rounded, and still look amazing. With that reasoning, without a doubt, Staraptor is factually Ash's best flying type Pokemon. No argument can be made. Psychic Psychic is a really cool type, but sadly Ash only has one of those types, being Mr. Mime, who I also assumed Mr. Mime was Ash's mom's Pokemon, but no. We really never saw Mr. Mime battle until episode 7 of Pokemon Journeys, where Mimey dominated his opponent. I hope to see more of Mimey in the future, as well as Ash Ketchum catching more Psychic types. In the bug type category, we have Levani, Butterfree, and Heracross. Now at first, Butterfree would have won this spot because of the unforgettable tale of Bye Bye Butterfree. However, as annoying and kind of sad that episode was, the Pokemon hasn't really been seen that much due to the release, which makes it harder to judge its actual battle performance. If you look at Heracross, you can see it maintained a decent win rate of 50%, and not to mention it almost took out a Darkrai and Sinnoh. Heracross also represents a beetle in real life, which makes it easily identifiable as a bug type, which all this in mind, I think Heracross takes Ash's best bug type Pokemon. Rock types were pretty easy since it was either Boldore or Lycanroc. Surprise, surprise, I chose Lycanroc. Lycanroc's funny personality and awesome special dusk form made this Pokemon perfect for Ash's best rock type. Not to mention, this was the Pokemon that led him to his victory in the Alola League. God bless you, Lycanroc. Another cool aspect is the struggle to perfect its power. If Lycanroc's fur got anywhere near dirty, it would go berserk and destroy anything in sight. It just adds to how great this Pokemon is. Truly one of a kind, like literally. Ash's one and only ghost type is Gengar, who was caught in Pokemon Journeys, so Gengar automatically takes this place. It sucks though, because as much as I want to talk about Gengar, it's only had 2 on-screen battles in which one Gengar managed to dominate the opponent and the other not so much. True, there have only been 72 episodes at the time I'm recording this, but still, Gengar could have fought a bit more to really show its power. Sadly, we will have to wait and see. Dark types weren't too bad to pick from, because although Greninja is a dark type, I already chose it for the best water type Pokemon. Then there's Scraggy, who has a good win rate of 67%, but lacks the dark type vibes, you know? That leaves me with Crocodile, who has a great win rate of 75%, and it is a lot better suited for the dark type role. And I mean, look at this thing, it looks so cool. It has the awesome sage just like me and everything. In addition to the cool shades, it even took down Iris's Dragonite, and in my mind, this is easily Ash's strongest and best dark type. Speaking of that Dragonite, we're now on to the dragon types, and what do you know, I'm not picking me sadly. That's right, no Gudra or Noivern or Rowlet or Naganadel, which would not matter since I already chose it, are making it to the final cut. However, the Mon who is making the cut is that overpowered Dragonite Ash owns. Like, why is Dragonite just so good? I thought Lucario was supposed to be the ace of the series, not Dragonite. Don't worry though, I'm not complaining, I love Dragonite, I think it's a great Pokemon. Just a bit suspicious as to why he's so good in the series. I don't know, let's get back to the actual video. Dragon Boy debuted in episode 10 of Pokemon Journeys, and since then has not lost a single battle and has a loving personality. Beyond all that, I don't think any other of Ash's dragon types can compare to the chaos of this thing, so let's move on. Who likes fairy types? Well, not Ash Ketchum, since he doesn't have one, or at least one that I can count, since Mr. Mime already has a spot. If you're watching this, Pokemon writers, please give Ash another fairy type. Thanks. Who is Ash's best steel type? Well, it's Melmetal. It's Melmetal. Why though? Is there a good reason? Yes, there is, because this thing is made out of steel. Is that not enough reason? Plus, it's a mythical legendary Pokemon, which means it's really good in the anime. And since you are here, why don't I introduce you to my Discord server, where I will be hosting live events that you can be involved in. Well, how do I join? Simple. All you gotta do is click the first link below. That will bring you into my server. Remember to have fun and don't catch them all, because that's a complete waste of time.